reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Ducks offense comes on the field first today. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that, who can endure this pressure, is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
They'll go with the ground game, and running back takes the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's running out of time here. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the right side. Has the first down and more. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. A solid run, good for first down yardage. And the same runner's got it again. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Russell. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Testing the right side here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And now the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Ball handed off. Running through the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Play fake, looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Ducks look to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The sure hands. It's Bryant. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Pass is caught. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They'll run it here. He's got the first and still going. Plenty space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Tide.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Whittington. Fights through the tackler. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play. 2nd down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a 2nd interception today. The Ducks will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The punt team making their way on the field. And that sets up a return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Whittington. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Moving at the second level of the defense now. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Will not be brought down. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down and goal upcoming. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Launching one to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around. Catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. A short completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. And the Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out. It's Williams. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. To throw, it's Russell. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Here comes a handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. So second down after the incompletion. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. With the catch, it's Williams. Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. A quick throw out left, complete. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football.
He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Alabama, to put them on top now.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. 14. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Benson. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Benson. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Now it's second down here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense sets the formation. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. The Ducks will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Catch made on the right side, that's a big gain. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Washington. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Back to pass. It's Russell. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Back in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Benson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wide out. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Benson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! They finally get him down, but a big play for 46. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Grinding away on the ground. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Bringing pressure. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.